Hey kings and queens, I'm going to show you how to achieve these beautiful, soft, elongated, flowy, and bouncy wand curls. Oh yes, they are just oh so gorgeous and effortless. So I am actually just adjusting and refining my baby hair. I already swooped my baby hair before filming, and right now for this particular section of baby hair that's by my ear, I trimmed it, and I ended up trimming it a little too short. Well, actually a lot too short, because it was all the way down to my jawline and I intended to have it swooped like in a large C shape, but I ended up trimming it too short. But that's okay. As a fun fact, I normally trim my baby hair too short, and it's totally unintentional, but it's okay, it'll grow back. So right now I'm just swooping it in like an upward motion, and right now I'm adjusting the dial setting on my wand curler. So I'm just separating my hair into two sections, and this is an example of what not to do when you wrap your hair around the wand curler. My initial intention was to have the wand curler in front of me, but as you can see, the curl just, it's kind of lackluster. It's given I need help. It's given it doesn't look good. It's given not even a curl. So I attempted to do it again, but as you can see, it's just too much hair compacted in one particular section of the wand curler. So I had to put one arm behind me and then wrap the hair around the wand curler, and a little smile there in the hopes that this curl will be ideal. And yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty awesome. So for the rest of this tutorial, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap my hair around the wand curler and then hold the wand curler still for about 10 seconds. Hold the curl in my hand and then release the curl. For this particular time with curling my hair, I decided that I did not want to use any hairspray. I wanted my hair to be as soft as possible. I didn't want my hair to be hard and crunchy. I just wanted it to be very flowy. And even if the curls dropped, I was like, you know what, that's totally fine, because you know how sometimes when you curl your hair and the shrinkage is very real? I didn't want that this time when using this particular wand curler, and also with just curling my hair. I wanted my hair to still be elongated. So I definitely achieved that, and you'll see that at the end. But the curls are elongated, and because I didn't use hairspray, it's definitely not crunchy. And some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I am extremely, extremely picky when it comes to what I put in my hair. I am very aware of the ingredients, and we should be, because we have to maintain the health and the thickness and just the quality of our hair. So we have to really be careful what particular ingredients we're putting in our hair. And sometimes, like with certain hairsprays, you don't really know what's inside of these different hairsprays. And some of the chemicals that may be inside of them are actually causing more harm to your hair, and it may make your hair a little brittle over time and dry. So I didn't want to do that, so I didn't have to use hairspray this time. Now, in terms of this particular wand curler, I'm really not a big fan of where the temperature dial settings are. They actually are placed right underneath the area where your hand is. So sometimes when I would curl my hair, the temperature would either increase or decrease because I would accidentally hit the temperature dial settings. But for this particular tutorial, I wand curled my hair on 410 degrees Fahrenheit, and at the times when I would accidentally hit the temperature dial button, I would wand curl my hair on 392 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's that. That particular curl just did not want to stay on the wand curler. This wand curler actually slenderizes. It is not the same size all the way throughout. So in one section of the wand curler, it is 0.5 It's, well, 0.5 inch, and then another section is 1 inch. So it's definitely not the same all the way throughout. I don't know if that design of a wand curler contributed to the way that these curls turned out, but I wouldn't know unless I compare it to a wand curler that is the same size all the way throughout. So we are already on to the other section of my hair, which I just had to do the exact same process. And in terms of just some FAQs, some of you may want to know, have I ever permed my hair or used any sort of texturizer? And the answer is no. I've been natural all my life, and it definitely is not permed. And for this particular tutorial, before using the wand curler, I washed my hair, I blow dried my hair, and then I just flat ironed the roots. I did not flat iron from root to end because I wanted a remarkable balance of sleekness but also texture. And I definitely think that I achieved that. I have another tutorial on the channel, and I used the wand curler years ago, very long ago, and it's really fun to look back at that video because I'm like, oh my goodness, my hair really grew. But I think in that particular tutorial that I'm referring to that's actually on the channel, I think my hair was kind of like just blow dried. I definitely didn't flat iron it. So you can definitely see the difference. This hair is just a little sleeker because I did flat iron my roots, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted something that was sleek and that was smooth. And yeah, so we're just doing the exact same process with wrapping the hair around the wand. I will say that it is just something so rewarding and spiritual with doing your hair on your own and styling your hair. It definitely brings you closer to the creator because you're just so grateful for your hair and your texture and, you know, what the creator has given you. It's just really awesome. And at the same time, when you style your hair and when you maintain your hair, you become more confident because you're like, okay, I know what works for my hair. I know what products I prefer. I know what ingredients I want in those products. I know how my hair responds to certain products. I know what tools to use. You just really, you definitely become in the know, and it builds immense self-esteem. And it also saves you a little coin too because you're not as dependent on other folks doing your hair, and you're learning and you may make mistakes. Like you see how you see how, like I said, I trimmed my baby hair that was down to my jawline. I trimmed it all the way to where it is by my ear. But you make mistakes, but you learn as you go. And guess what? When you go to certain hairstylists, you better believe they make mistakes too. And sometimes the mistakes are mistakes that may take a long time to fix. Like certain hairstylists, they think they know what they're doing and they actually have no idea what they're doing, and they end up damaging your hair more. So when you do your hair, you're actually more informed. So when you do go to a hairstylist, you're like, okay, I know what works for my hair. Don't do this to it. Don't do that to it. And don't put this in my hair. And when you use this tool, make sure you're doing X, Y, and Z. I mean, believe it or not, you can still be a hair expert even though you may not be a hairstylist. You can acquire all the knowledge that you need to know to grow your hair and to maintain strong, healthy hair. Essentially, it is your hair, and you definitely should take a proactive approach towards knowing what works for your hair and what doesn't. So that's just really amazing, and I really feel that there's something in the energy when you do your hair and you're tending to your hair. It's like your hair is picking up on that love, And before you know it, you're like, oh my goodness, I'm styling my hair, I'm washing my hair, I'm combing my hair, I'm loving my hair. And before you know it, you're like, oh my goodness, I am really seeing some gains here. Like, you're like, my hair is 2 inches longer. Now it's 3 inches longer. Now it's 4 inches longer. Now it's healthier. Now it's more, it's more, it's stronger. It's like you really begin to notice all of these tangible qualities that happen once you style your hair and definitely embrace a DIY, do-it-yourself relationship when you're styling your hair. So for this particular section of my hair in the front, I curled it to the front. For the other sections, I curled the hair to the back, but I love the way that the curl laid. And as you can see, it is a nice subtle swoop over there. So, oh my goodness, I can't believe it, but we're pretty much almost finished. So now what I'm doing, I am just finger separating. Yeah, I'm just using my fingers to separate my hair. And I didn't use a comb, didn't use a brush, just going through with my fingers gently because I wanted to, still keep the curls in there. I didn't want to be too abrasive and have my curls fall too quickly because, remember, I'm not using hairspray. But they look absolutely gorgeous to me. I love this side part because I normally have my hair in the middle part. So it's really awesome and amazing to try something different. And oh wow, it just looks, I just love how soft they look, how flowy they are, how elongated the hair is. This really was a fun tutorial to actually record, and I just love recording videos for us and showing you all what I do with my hair and how I style it. And I don't wand curl my hair often. I definitely have to say that. The less heat, the better. It's actually been years. It's been longer than 5 years since I've wand curled my hair. So this was like a treat to me. And I didn't know how it would turn out because it's been so long since I've actually wand curled my hair. But it really turned out well. And as you can see in that clip that they really look elongated. So I pray that you continue to love, adore, appreciate, and also cherish your God-given hair. And I wish you all the best on your hair health and your hair growth journey.